Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a video today and go over my top 5 pairs of sneakers that I regret buying. For one reason or another, maybe I bought them online and they didn't look the same when I got them, or it was more of an impulse buy and I decided to buy a pair of sneakers that I really didn't need, which is most of the case most of the time with the sneakers that I have, because nobody needs as many pairs of sneakers as I have, or most of you guys even have probably out there. That being said, it's kind of a hoarding, collecting hobby that I have kind of found myself in. That being said, I also wanted to note that this video is sponsored by Snups, and if you guys have not heard of the app Snups in a while, you should check it out. And basically, it's a collection app, and you can download the app for free in the description, and basically you can upload your sneaker collection to Snups and share it in a bunch of different shelves. So you have a bunch of different brands that you want to showcase or whatever it might be, on feed pictures or whatever. You can organize them in your own shelves, and then other people will have visibility to those. So it's kind of a cool app, and they made some improvements from the last time, so I'm excited that they made those changes. So check it out in the description, and yeah, should be fun. Anyway, top 5 sneakers that I regret buying. This was inspired from you guys from the last video that I did on Top 5 Tuesday, and you guys said you wanted to see this, so shout out to you guys that left the comments. Also, if you guys want to leave a comment in this video and let me know what you want to see for a Top 5 Tuesday in the future videos, I'm definitely down to listen to see what you guys have to say. And yeah, if you guys like this series, and I'm doing this face thing more often, as awkward as it is, trying to get better at it. And yeah, so you can go ahead and smack the thumbs up if you want, because show your support on that. Let's get into it, though. This is what you guys came to see. Top 5 I regret buying. Starting off with number 5. I know it's not one where you guys are like, what? Why would you regret buying those? This is the Knicks Air Jordan 4s. And when these came out, this was a year where I believe they released 6 pairs of Air Jordan 4s in 1 year. And that was a lot back then. But it was enough that I could cop every one that ended up dropping. And I was more interested in copying every pair of 4 that dropped that year than I was in the colorways that dropped. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's really what it was. When it comes down to it, this is just not a colorway I would wear. I'm not from the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast. The Knicks thing really doesn't do anything for me personally. And, you know, I was hoping for the fact that it's black and orange, but the blue obviously is just a no bueno for me. So that is why this one is number 5. You know I could end up selling these things eventually. I probably will. But this is just one where, when it comes down to it, even if I don't wear a lot of the sneakers that I have now, when I do decide I want to undead stock pairs, which I undead stock at least 1 or 2 pairs every single week. I just don't post it on the gram every single week. But when I do decide to undead stock them, this is a pair where I'm just like, it goes in the back of the list, because it's not one I would actually want to rock too often. Moving on to the number 4 spots. Let's go with these guys right here. An outlet pickup that I ended up getting years ago. A lot of you guys, I'm going to get a lot of what are those in this video. But this is the Air Carnivore, and I got this at outlets for super duper cheap. And it was just kind of an OG sort of looking sneaker. And I kind of liked the fact that it was kind of OG. I remember the neoprene sleeves of these back in the day. It's just an awkward looking sneaker, and ultimately just another pair that it's fun to break out if I could break these out and wear them, but for the most part I probably won't wear these ones. So this is just one where I kind of regret the Air Carnivore. Moving on, number 3 spots. Let's go with these right here. The Elephant Print Foamposites. And I did get these, to be fair, I got these for half price in the employee store. Still a pair though that's just so wild. It's not one that I can see myself wearing very often. The elephant print is very, very interesting looking on the shoe, but you have that crazy pink sole. Well, not too many days I feel like wearing that type of hot pink anymore. Maybe like 10 years ago, but not anymore. So maybe this is something that will come back in and be something that I'm like, yeah, I could totally pull it off. But as of right now, the insecurities got me saying, nah, I don't think I could pull those off, dude. So that is why these ones are on the list. Foamposite Pros with the elephant print. Number 2 spots, I'm going to go with this pair right here. And this is the Air Jordan 1 4 Lab 1s. Now, did you guys notice that Jordan Brand stopped doing this Lab series? I don't think it was the success that they actually hoped for. And I think part of the reason why is because the price points on these shoes are so crazy. I think not just these ones, the other ones, the 3s, and the other ones that ended up releasing, the 5s, they were like, what, $225 or something like that for the pairs. And these ones I think were $185 retail. These ones were the glow-in-the-dark pair though, and I had high hopes that it would be pretty dope. The soles don't glow in the dark though. I remember this in particular. I think the soles don't glow in the dark. The upper does, but it is the weakest glow I've ever seen. And so that reason, I don't know, it's not that attractive of an Air Jordan 1 also, but also I do respect the fact that the way that this was made, it was sculpted really, really dope. Like the shoe, like in itself, definitely had to do some like really intricate work to actually lay out, and you won't be able to see it from that far away, but all of the carvings of the Air Jordan 1. That being said, still though, it's one that I could have gotten at outlets for $60 now. You know, I probably would have picked it up for $60, but I paid full retail, I believe, for these ones. And it was one where I thought it would have been cool online, but when you got them in hand, not as cool as what I expected. And so this is one where I really thought it was going to be kind of be dope, and then once you got it, I was like, you know what? I tried to feel like it was going to be cool, and it just, I don't know. It was a big letdown, unfortunately. That was number 2 spot. Number 1 spot's going to be another one where it's a what are those situation. You guys are seriously, if you guys have been a long time subscriber of mine, I've featured these in a couple different videos. These are the Zvezdochkas, if I'm saying that correctly. It's designed after a Russian space shoe. I believe it's named after the dog, the space dog. And it's a pair of sneakers that, I mean, a lot of people are going to say Crocs. I'm going to say Crocs out right when I said that out loud. I guarantee you somebody was typing it in their keyboard. If that was you, leave a comment, let me know. But it has a removable sole, and then it's actually a couple different layers, like 3 different layers, 4 different layers. This comes out, and then this even comes out on the bottom. They're really just a crazy looking pair of sneakers. It's just not one that I would be able to pull off, I don't think, ever. But I got actually 2 pairs of them. This is the blue colorway, and then the brown colorway I have as well. I don't regret the brown one as much because I could probably wear those ones, maybe. But these ones are so crazy looking. This was Nike 21 and Mercer special. I got it at the outlets for a pretty cheap price, I think. But you guys will not guess on like how expensive these are retail. These things retail for $300. And Nike Lab re-released a bunch of pairs of these like last year, I believe, and they just flopped. They didn't do very well. But when they first released, this was the second release, these ones that you see right here. But the first release that they had, which I had some pairs of those ones as well, they were super limited. So they were reselling for like $800 or $900. And then once they released these the next time around, it just wasn't as hot. And these ones sat and went to outlets. So definitely one of the pairs where I'm just like, you know, this was like $100 and probably $30 at least, even at the outlet. So kind of an expensive one. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's my top 5 that I regret buying. I know some of you guys are going to be like, I know Tess doesn't regret buying this shoe or that shoe because you guys have seen a lot of the shoes that I feature. And if you guys can think of any of them that you think that I would regret, maybe I forgot some. I probably could have done a top 10. But ultimately, you know, it is what it is. And I don't like, I mean, I could sell any of these at any given point and it's not too big of a deal. Like, I mean, I take a little bit of a loss on all of them, but it's all right. Hopefully you guys like this series. And if you do, again, show your support, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys being there on the other end of this camera. And yeah, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Peace, guys.